saying toxic masculinity because you're crying. You're not embracing your masculine nature. You think that being a man is toxic.
No, I don't. You're wrong.
And
When
people like
I
you
talk
too.
about toxic masculinity, I'm talking about social expectations that are placed on men that are toxic to the man. The solutions that you're offering are detrimental to men. And not only that, they're
How are you
detrimental.
going to talk about what's better for men if you're, I mean, no offense, you're on antidepressants. How are you going to talk about what's better for your mental health if you're not, if you are literally popping a pill every day saying, I'm not happy? What the fuck do you know?
Do you know what an ad-hom attack is? Do you know what an ad-hom is?
That's not an ad-hom, bro. That's not an
yes,
ad-hom
it is.
attack.
You're not even addressing my argument. You're saying you take pills? What?
You take antidepressants. You are acknowledging every day, I'm depressed.
No.
So what do you know
about happiness? That's not what taking antidepressants is. Well, first of all, I don't need to be in the best mental well-being myself to still be able to read what these studies demonstrate, that telling men to suppress emotion does nothing but contribute to higher rates of... Not to mention, this type of idea also negatively impacts men within relationships. There's been plenty of studies on this, for example.
Well, Hunter, your way's not working.
I really wish it. You know, the thing with these studies is that like you can literally type into Google and something will say study finds. Like you don't actually know what's fake and what isn't anymore. It's really hard to sift through the bullshit. You can literally go and find that your opinion is being affirmed by some sort of study. So I don't think it's fair to say that because he's on antidepressants, he can't talk about something. Of course, you can have an opinion on something. You might even be right, even if you... What the hell are you doing?
I was taking my shoes off.
Trying to record a video here. Do you mind?
Sorry.
I think you can speak on the subject, even if like you're on antidepressants, if you're talking about masculinity. But let me hear what he has to say. I don't know about all that study business. Everyone says that now. I'm going to try to stop saying it myself because it's annoying. I read a study that said this. I read a study that said that. It's just like, it's like, okay, like there's studies for everything now that affirm your opinion. It's not really a talking point anymore.
Wait.
Your method's not working.
What do you...
The way your view of men's mental health and everything is not working, and you're admitting it every day by taking an antidepressant.
Okay, if you're gonna just cling to like you take medicine, LOL, then that's fine. But you're not making an argument right now. It's not medicine. It is medicine. It's been clinically demonstrated to be effective, and I don't know what your hangup is with this. Okay, this says, quote, research on gender roles suggests that men who strongly adhere to traditional masculine gender norms are at increased risk for the perpetuation of violent and abusive acts towards their female intimate partners. And even more so,
stop reading these studies, bro. This is just
no.
Well,
I know that you don't want me to read all of the information that completely obliterates all the dumb shit you say, but let me finish at least, okay? It says, in the present study, we assess the effect of masculine discrepancy stress, a form of distress arising from perceived failure.
It's not having a debate or a conversation.
Stop,
you reading these articles is not a conversation.
It's not an article, it's a study, and I would like to just read the little blurb here, okay? In the present study, they assessed the effect of masculine discrepancy stress.
If you're depressed, you should not be educating people on happiness.
A form of distress arising...
Sneako, I want to hear what he has to say.
Not letting him talk.
I really... Like, the thing is, I always say this. If you think someone is making a stupid point, let them talk. They will hang themselves and then pull their points apart. It's very easy to scrutinize someone that has made a dumb point, but if you don't let them finish their point, then we can't even know if they're chatting shit. I don't know if the guy's chatting shit now or not because you won't let him talk. It's so frustrating. I hate it when Sneako does this. Like, just let the guy talk. To me, it comes across like Sneako doesn't know how to argue the point.
Yeah, I think that plays a part in it. But also as well, I feel like he can never see himself in the wrong. He's not very open-minded. It's just his way or no way, basically.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like I am pretty sure that where this guy is going with this study would be easy to refute if you would just let him finish. If you would let him finish so he can say whatever the study has said, and then we can argue against it. Because like I said, it sounds like something that I'd be very happy to argue against. Yeah. But I can't argue it if you don't shut up, Sneako.
But I feel like he can't be bothered to even listen to it because he just already thinks it's bullshit anyway.
To conform to socially prescribed masculine gender role norms. Results indicate that masculine discrepancy stress significantly predicted
you can look at me and talk to me, man. Nobody in the chat's listening to this. Like this, you're just reciting dot points.
But I'm trying to just demonstrate that the type of masculinity that you are consistently advocating for hurts men and hurts their future relationships.
Okay. Do you know who's not on antidepressants? Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, me. The red pill people live happy lives. You don't take pills.
That's great, dude. That's super cool.
Well, the idea
talking about snorting pills, and I'll get back to reading this. It says results indicated that masculine discrepancy stress significantly predicted.
I'm not listening to you talk.
It's one more sentence. Calm down, please. Results indicated that masculine discrepancy stress significantly predicted men's historical perpetuation of intimate partner violence, independent of other masculinity-related variables. So the type of masculinity. No, we're not moving on yet. The type of masculinity.
Same point 6 times in a row.
Because I don't know how else to get them through your thick skull.
By arguing and talking to me and listening to what I'm saying right now.
Part of what forms a good argument are facts to back it up. Okay, I'm just here to speak truth.
It's hard to really get anything from that clip. I don't think traditional masculine roles have a direct correlation to violence against your partner. I'd like to know what study he's reading. It's annoying that he was speaking to Sneako because Sneako didn't make any salient points in that. Just saying that him and his friends are not on antidepressants and the red pill people live a very happy lifestyle doesn't help. Like, it doesn't. We can't move forward with the argument. It's hard for me to debate this because even though this Hunter guy made those points, they weren't substantiated enough. And I don't know where the study is. If you can find the full clip on that so we can react to it, because I don't know where the study is on that. And it's annoying because Sneako wouldn't be quiet. So I'm sure more of that clip would have been taken up with Hunter elaborating on what he's saying. I personally don't think that traditional masculine roles are a bad thing. I'm not saying I know. I don't think they directly correlate with violence against your partner. I think masculinity is being demonized a lot these days, and traditionally masculine men are being pushed out, or they're at least trying to. I don't know much about Hunter, so I'm not going to speak on him. I'm going to have to look into his videos a little bit more. Trying to react to anything with Sneako in it is almost pointless because he just won't stop talking. And his points don't add to the conversation.
And he always shouts as well.
Yeah, just saying that Myron, Fresh, Andrew Tate, himself, and whoever else are not on antidepressants doesn't prove anything. I mean, I have my own take on antidepressants. I have my own take on depression. And I'm not even saying that I'm necessarily right, but I'd be happy to have a discussion about it. If I turn around to you and say, oh, my boys, none of us take antidepressants, so that's it. It's just like, no, that's not a talking point.
But it's just him having the same views and mindset of a few particular people.
It's just irritating. Like he says all these things, but when he is confronted with somebody that has their own point to make, and even if their point is not a good point, because of the way he behaves in a debate, you kind of come off thinking that he doesn't know anything at all.
But that's the point, is that he's not really ever trying to actually understand what somebody else has to say.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? He's not listening to understand. He's just listening to respond. Yeah. And he's not even really listening because he just keeps on trying to like shout over because he can't be bothered to be open-minded and hear what somebody else has to say, because not everyone thinks the same.
Yeah, not everyone thinks the same, and that's why debate happens. This is my advice to Sneako to close out this video. Let people talk. If you think you know what you're talking about and they don't, let them say what they need to say. Let them finish, because every time someone says something they have no clue what they're talking about, it's easier to pull apart their point. If anything, you know, I noticed that Destiny and even Myron does this. When someone is making a point and they're taking little like bullet points to not get lost in the whole point, because some people ramble on. So if you think that you know what you're talking about, Sneako, and you think that you can hold up in a debate, write little notes down if you feel like you're going to lose your train of thought, because I do that all the time, and then just debate their point. If you keep on talking over them, you're going to make them look better. And eventually people watching you will become frustrated, because even if they agree with your ideologies, even if they are part of the Red Pill movement, if civil discourse can't be had, which is something that a lot of people in the Red Pill promote, because they are all about being stoic, right? And being manly and not having to tap into like your emotional side or whatever. Just remain calm in the argument and put your point across. That's it. That clip was annoying to watch because I wanted the conversation to progress and it just couldn't. It just wouldn't stop.